Morning, everyone. Today we'll be continuing the creative story. And just a quick recap of what we did yesterday. We learned, I showed you how to join and create your account and just start with the basic of your story. And I hope you guys are building onto your story so you can show your parents for Friday. And I'll just show you how to sign in real quick. So you have your username, you type that in. You have your password. And then once you're signed in, to find your work, you go to, I believe it's, you press this right here, this little file button. And then you press C inside. Once you press C inside, you will be able to access the work you've been doing from yesterday. So so yesterday we looked at the looks and then the events and the control. So now we'll be looking at how to add sound and how to add motion. It's not really anything complicated. So first to show you how to add moves, you press on your little character right here, and you put how you go to the move, and then you drag it under whichever one you want it under. Well, make sure you always have this with the green flag so the event can actually take place. So as you see, I have my thing set up right here, and then however many steps you want it to take, let's say 5. So it does not move on its own. You always have to click right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as you can see, it moved. And then let's just change it up. You can do 10 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there you go. That's pretty much it for the motion. And then you could, of course, get a little creative and add other stuff to it. Don't worry about the X and Y, Z. We're not looking at that. And then be sure whenever you move your character, you always move it back. It does not move back on its own, or you cannot reset. So make sure you always have it right here. And then I'll also be teaching you how to add the sound. And then for the sound, you go to sounds right here and make sure that you always, scratch that. For right here, for the sounds, you press sounds right here. Then you see this little icon right here, you click sounds. And then there's a bunch of varieties that you want. So you can just take your time looking through that. So say I choose, let's see. Say I choose this right here. So I have this up right here, and then you go back to code. All right, so right here, okay, you press sound right here. I already have it on. You press, you could go to play sound. If you do this right away, it will not play because, of course, with coding, you have to start everything. So it's right here, it says start sound, and then your little wand. So if you have, you could do play sound, then you put this in between here. And then I can press go right here, and then we'll wait for the little sound. As you can see, the sound played. And then for these little stuff, you can change you can change the sound of the wand. So you could do change pitch. It could go by, let's say 20. Okay, so let's go back to, So as you can see, when I press go, the sound will change. It'll be much higher than what you just heard. You can see the sound much higher. You can kind of, with here, you can kind of control how high you want it. So let's say I do 50, it'll probably go be a much higher pitch. Let's look at that right now. Yeah, that was higher. And then make sure after every sound you put, like after you're done adding all your sounds, you put stop all sounds, so like it won't be repeating or anything. And then this right here, this right here is to change the volume. This right here is to set the volume. So if the volume's at 100 and you want to lower, you click right here. You can do 50%, 90%, however much you want it however high you want it to go. And then say you want to put 100%, then like maybe let them say something, and then go back to sounds, and then decrease the sound. You can also do that, but make sure you always have the negative, because if you don't have the negative, if you don't put the negative, the minus, then however much you want it to decrease by, it will not work. And that is pretty much it for today. That's all you needed to know for today. Just a quick recap. So motion here. To move your character, you drag it. Let's move it here. Let's see. Make sure you always start with events. Like I said in the beginning of this, always start with this, because the events that you choose will never take place if you do not start with the when green flag is clicked. So of course, let's go back. Of course, when you click it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, your character moves. And another thing I forgot to add is that you can change your character's motion. As you can see, you can change how, if you want your character standing like this, or if you want your hand raised, or yeah, you can do that little stuff to add on to your story. And then of course you have all your other little motions here. It just complies to whatever you choose. And here, I'll show you again. Go to this little corner right here, and you choose whatever sound you want. And then also here in this corner, to add more characters or any objects, anything, it has a whole bunch of stuff. You go here to choose sprite. To add your backgrounds, you go here. Let's say you want to add a concert. There you go. And make sure it doesn't necessarily matter, but if you want it to take place in different events, if you want them to go one after the other, it kind of does matter. So just make sure you have it in the right order you want it to be in. And then for the sound, of course, make sure if you have multiple sounds, you know which one you want to imply. So say you want the pop, you just change it to pop. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the recap. Just make sure tomorrow you kids will be working more on your story. Make sure that you should be maybe halfway or almost over halfway. If you've not started, you really want to start today so you can show your parents on Friday for the parent day to show them your story. You should be building up on on your story. So today was just kind of, if you wanted to add more more stuff to your story, that's with the motion and the sound, you could do that. And yeah, so I hope you guys have a great day and are working on your stories.
All right, good job. You can stop your recording. That was really good. Nice and quick.
Yeah,
No kids, I
I don't
know
know.
it's
I tried
easy.
because me and Ezra wrote it yesterday. We try to like make it longer, but like it's
Yeah.
it's kind of. I just hope that the kids are doing their part.
Yeah, exactly.
I really want them to show their parents what the story that they showed. I mean, the story that
Mm.
they kind of built.
Yeah, we're gonna try to follow up with some of the kids today and see what's going on, see what they're working on and everything. So yeah, for sure. That's
So,
definitely
where did you say that the recording goes after we're done recording, so I can?
so for yours, we'll see. Let me see because hold on. I gotta go into Zoom and see if there was any recording saved.
All right.
So you just ended yours, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. You didn't get an alert after it was ended that it was configuring on your screen at all?
No.
No, so it might be in the cloud.
Okay. Wait.
Yeah, I'll be able to see it after.
Oh, okay. After like we're done with this whole thing.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
So hopefully it's somewhere.
All right.
So yeah.
Do you want me to like
Yeah,
wait
you're
or am
no,
I?
you're good.
All right.
Yeah, you don't have to stay on. I'll let you know if anything changes, but you're good to go. Thank you so much. And we'll get you the recording so that we can upload it onto YouTube.
All right. Thank you. Have a nice
All
day.
right, thank you. You too. Thank you.
And that is a wrap.